Hello friends, followers and channel members, welcome to a quick but important video for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So if you've been playing on Microsoft Flight Simulator in the last couple of days, you may have noticed a problem with your live weather. Now, right from the get-go, I need to say that I absolutely adore the way the weather looks, the way it interacts with the aircraft. I think that Azobo for Microsoft Flight Simulator have done an absolutely fantastic job, and I am quite happy actually sometimes just sat and watching weather fronts pass over, kind of like a rolling screensaver when I'm doing something on a different PC. We've all enjoyed fantastic screenshots. We all know how amazing the live weather is. So when the live weather breaks, it really is frustrating. And when it breaks to a point that you can't actually fly your aircraft properly anymore, then it's even more annoying. Sadly, that is the case with the simulator at the moment. And this problem isn't just unique to the Airbus fly-by-wire aircraft that I fly, it is across the board. It doesn't matter what aircraft you're flying, the live weather is bugged. Let's go and have a look at exactly what the problem is, and then we'll talk about what we can do to resolve it. So here we are in the simulator, and let's have a look at the current problem with the live weather. We're currently at around 21,500 feet. Now I'm going to tell the aircraft to climb. Obviously we are in the Airbus from fly-by-wire, the A32NX. Let's just tell it to engage a open climb, and we can also set that to standard pressure. I've just spawned in mid-air here. At the moment we are on live weather, and this is looking really nice, really accurate, but I want us to pay attention just to the altitude and the ISA shown down on the bottom ECAM. So let's have a look just here, and as we're getting up at around the 23,000 mark, we're going to continue climbing, and the live weather bug starts just there. Now we can see suddenly we've gone over into a sort of threshold layer which the computer servers are having issues with. At this point we haven't got anywhere near enough air around the aircraft. If this was actually true, we've just bust through a little air, it's come back out of it because we've obviously lost altitude. The moment that we get up to that altitude where the temperature is over 200 degrees, the air is so thin that we just lose. And have a look at the engine parameters as well. And that's it, we can't climb any further. We're just going to, we're basically just going to fall out of the sky and upset all our passengers. So what can we possibly do to continue our flight? Well, I would suggest one of two things. Number one would simply be to switch off live weather. Sadly, of course, that doesn't look anywhere near as good, but if we put a few scattered clouds around, then just on the preset, I'm quite happy to continue flying like this. Remember, of course, that you only need to do this above around 22,000 feet. So once you've actually begun your approach back into your destination, you can turn live weather back on below 20,000 feet. So any METARs you've got at your airfield will be fine for your destination and your landing. It should be accurate again, because you won't need to use a weather preset. It is purely just when you're trying to climb above 20,000 feet. The other alternative we can look at using is Rex Weather Force. So Rex Weather Force is a payware mod which you can obviously use to inject live METAR data into the sim. And of course it's not just the METAR with regards to the weather at low level, but it also does things like your winds and temperatures aloft, as you can see just here. So I'm going to have a little play with this down on the ground, and we'll see just how good Weather Force is at replicating the METAR that it is showing us. So here I am back at Charles de Gaulle, and as you can see from the METAR here on the screen, the weather when it's loaded in should actually be a little bit cloudy, light rain, low visibility. Let's get this loaded in and just see what happens with Rex Weather Force. This just takes a second or two to load, so just bear with it. And what I'm looking for is those clear blue skies turning to something a little more akin to the METAR that we can see. Now sadly that has now finished loading in, and to me it doesn't look to have added the meta exactly, and I found this a couple of times with Rex Weatherforce. Let's take a look at another airport. So this time here we are in Amsterdam. I've just spawned in. I'm going to tell Rex Weatherforce to fetch the latest meta and get that injected. It'll take a couple of seconds just to work out where we are, but once it has done that, we can see we should have some light rain, and sadly, once again, it's not showing it absolutely perfect. We do have the light cloud, which has been depicted okay, but I would have expected just perhaps a little bit of rain. Who knows, if I left the simulator running, that might actually come in a little bit later on. Let me know down in the comments if you've experienced anything similar. Finally, to really put Rex Weatherforce's meta reading to the test, I spawned in at Iceland, where they were having thunderstorms and all sorts of ferocious looking weather, and Rex Weatherforce actually played a blinder with this one. I thought this looked absolutely fantastic. Let's get back in the air and see what it looks like there. Okay, so here we are back above Iceland. I've gone and turned off live weather. I have set the weather preset to clear skies, and I'm now going to ask Rex to give us the weather injection. You can see there's the latest meta. Let's see what happens. Now this can normally take up to 30 seconds or so. Obviously downloading all the information, it then needs to inject it into the simulator. I'm expecting to see something similar to this, but what I'm really anxious to see is decent temperatures at the altitude we're at, which currently is around 26,000 feet. There we go. Suddenly there was a little bit of a jump there as the aircraft got injected with that weather, but let's just minimize this out of the way. This actually looks really nice. We've got thunderstorms around the area, we've got proper temperatures, and yeah, I see no reason why this is the perfect mod or add-on to use for whenever something is wrong with Microsoft Flight Simulator's live weather. Now I can highly recommend go ahead and downloading this, because as certain updates come along, as we've seen in the past, there is always a chance that live weather is indeed going to be bugged and have a problem. So I think to have this sort of on standby in your flight bag, if you like, so that if we do have a problem like we currently do, you can use this. So until this problem is fixed, I'm going to be looking at using Rex for my weather injection. And of course, I won't just switch it on at 20,000 feet. I'll actually fly with Rex full time, as I know I'm going to be going over that threshold where Azobo's Microsoft Flight Simulator's live weather is currently bugged. Not sure when this bug is going to be fixed either, so thank goodness we've got utilities like Rex to come in and help us with that. There are some reports that it will not be fixed until the next update, which in my diary is the 25th of January. Well, that's over a month away, so hopefully it'll be resolved sooner than that, but who knows. If that's when it is going to be resolved, then I would definitely recommend getting something like Rex Weatherforce. Let me know what you guys think and your experiences, and for those of you that do use Rex Weatherforce, let me know how you think it fares up as a weather package, and of course as something to use when we have problems as we've got at the moment. Thank you so much for everyone. If you found this video useful, then please do give it a thumbs up, and of course if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on that notifications bell so we can inform you of future videos and of course live streams. Thanks very much for watching, and I shall see you all again soon. Bye bye for now.